I the a-hole for telling my siblings about my sister stealing our inheritance before I confront my sister? Don't get me wrong, I've tried to ask her many times about probate, which she refused to do with excuses there wouldn't be enough money to recover to make probate worth it. And she's also been asked multiple times about a specific inheritance my mother came into when my mother was actively dying. When I discovered the circumstances and amount of the money left, it was obvious my sister, the executor, the POA and caretaker, hid this from us, and that it would have been a life-changing amount of money for each of the beneficiaries on my mother's will, which states equal splits. We are going to confront her about this and give her the opportunity to fess up and make right to each sibling with the remaining amount, and not even be penalized for what she's spent so long as she's compliant and upfront. Honestly, I just feel like an asshole wishing there was another way to handle it, and fearing she will always resent me for outing this secret. Am I the a-hole for not giving her a chance to fix it before sharing info with my siblings, even though she's already lied so many times about it, and I didn't feel she'd admit it in this approach? Update. Thanks to everyone who responded. I appreciate the help getting in the right headspace about this. I finally have documented physical evidence, now showing there is still quite a lot of dollars left. Just had to get on a plane and return to my mother's house to fortunately find a paper trail. We'll update again. Update. My siblings and I have developed how we want to approach this with her, and the oldest is traveling into town as we speak, so we are doing this in 4 hours. We have a lawyer on retainer. If she shows anything but full compliance, we will be forced to continue with legal action, which includes removing her as executor and trying to validate the old will, which divides the house 4 ways as well. I stayed up all night photographing documents proving her abuse of power of attorney, fraudulent actions, and her self-serving interests in hiding assets. She will be returning soon to my mom's house, the house left to her in the possibly forged will, but which is not in her name yet, so she does not have possession of, which is when we will confront her. Wish us luck. I also want to say to anyone who will ever inherit anything, never take anyone's word for anything. No one would ever think this of her. In all ways, she has appeared kind and even generous at times to her friends and to her family. If there wasn't actual evidence proving these actions, no one that ever met her would believe she could be capable of this.